Greetings fellow Dungeon Defenders, Jadalus here again, and this time I wanted to show you guys the Assault mission map packs that you got with the new DLC, if you bought it, that just came out today. I'm just going to speed through it because I want to show all three of the parts, and on the last one, which I think is the most fun, I'll slow it down a little bit, not quite to real-time speed, but enough that you can kind of see a little bit more what's going on. But as for the first two, it's just on maps that we already know and just kind of your basic how you would expect Assault to be. But the last one I found to be the most fun, and so I'll slow it down a bit there. But anyways, you'll also notice that I'm playing the Barb. Oh, by the way, that is the reward that you get for beating the first one. It's a Huntress weapon. Doesn't seem to be too bad, but I didn't have a 74 Hunter, so I couldn't put it on and shoot it. Anyways, we're rolling straight through to part 2. As I was saying, I am rolling on the Barb, and I don't know, I'm not sure how I feel about him so far. His lack of towers is kind of depressing for me because that's the most fun aspect of the game, I think. But it's kind of cool. You can have multiple of his little auras or stances, as the game calls them, on at a time. So that kind of adds a layer of strategy, I suppose. It just seems like the most useful one so far is the turtle-ish one. Whatever it's called, I forgot. Anyways, we're on to the last part already. I know it kind of flew through and you're probably like, wow, I didn't really see what was going on at all. But that's alright, because the first two are just run through maps that we've already done. But this one is, technically, it's on a map that we know, Hall of Heroes, but it's in an area that we've never been to before. So it's pretty cool, and kind of challenging. Took me a couple tries to get it. But, so as I was saying about the Barbarian, I found that his most useful ones are probably the turtle one, and then he has a life steal one, and if you put those both on at the same time, that gives you a good amount of survivability, especially on these on this assault map. But his other ones, the tornado stance that makes him run fast and jump higher and have a faster attack speed, just seems to not really be worth it because it cuts your DPS like less than half. I think it cuts it down to like a third of your actual DPS, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Definitely think they need to change that, because even if you have a good amount of points into it, it still cuts your DPS down to a really small amount, and so the trade-off for a little bit more movement speed and jumping higher just doesn't seem to be worth it. Haven't got to test out his hawk stance, I believe is what it's called, because I haven't gotten to 74 quite yet, but I imagine it'll be just as it's described to be. It does supposed to be a big burst of damage, and then he's not able to do any abilities after that. But I'm sure I'll make a video to show what that looks like once I get him to 74. And we are getting close to the end here. I almost died there, and if I did die, I would have had to do it all over again, which would have not been fun. But I managed to live, and then I ran back and decided it'd probably be better to avoid the ensnare aura there and try my luck through the proximity mine traps, which worked, and then I blasted through there. By the way, I'm doing these all in medium mode, because he's not 74 yet, he doesn't have mythical gear. And so yeah, there is all three of them. I know I rushed through them pretty quick. If you guys want, I can do a slower, like, walkthrough type thing, but I just wanted to get it out there showing what they were like. So now I'm going to show the reward that you get for beating the third one. It is a squire or barbarian weapon, and as you can see, it's extremely fast. This is real time, and it goes, I'm pretty sure that's probably got to be the new fastest attack animation squire weapon in the game for that class. And then that is the apprentice weapon. It's pretty cool, shoots leaves and stuff, I guess. But the coolest thing, of course, is the new pet that they were talking about. As you can see, it's a rainbow unicorn. And I know the first thing I was thinking, and you guys gotta be thinking too, great, it's a rainbow unicorn, but does it shoot rainbows? And boom, there you have it. Shoots rainbows and hearts. Pretty awesome. So, that's all I got for you guys. And until next we meet, fare thee well.